welcome. It is Mom Knows Ball. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very happy right now. It's not been a good day, but I'm just gonna say hello, Mother. How are we doing?
I'm good, Jordan. I know our Jags just lost
Dog water.
our second game. Um Last
Oh, and
week
two.
they played great first half of the game, and then in the third and fourth quarter it really just, you know, allowed Miami to stick around and win the game. And then today, it was kind of they were playing from behind and just couldn't make it happen there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, back-to-back weeks of just disappointment. Roller coaster ride on week one where we looked great for three quarters, and then today we looked terrible for three quarters. Tried to scramble towards the end, and Trevor Lawrence took one of the worst safeties. I mean, you can't take that safety in that moment. You're gonna see emotional fan Jordan today, and it's just a bad day for bad in fantasy, bad in football. I guess Alabama's a silver lining, but
Yeah.
yeah, Mom, what do you wanna
Uh,
talk about today? What's the
okay.
rundown look
Okay.
like?
The rundown is, we always do our unfiltered yapping where we talk about football and kind of what's going on, kind of like what we're doing right now. So we decided to
Mm-hmm.
just make that a segment since we do it every episode. And then, last episode, Jordan shared with everyone that he was going to enter the transfer portal. And so we're going to get an update on how that's going for him. 31 years old, haven't played football
Still got a
for a
lot left in the
minute,
tank. Yeah,
but
still
we
got a
want
lot
to
left
we
in the
want to
tank.
see how that's going for him. So much football, so much football. So we're gonna try to dip our toe in just as much as we can. So we're gonna do this rapid fire football segment where each one of us will say either a player or a team, and then the other person can only use one word to describe them, and that's it. And then you have to decide what else would go with that as you listen. And then, our segment that everybody really likes, our good, our bad, our ad. The ad just kind of I don't really know how I feel about this, and
Spoiler
I'm
alert,
yeah.
it rhymes with Schmaximil Schmagwars is mine,
Okay.
so yeah.
So we're gonna have to cheer Jordan up, right? Because he's like, he's in a downer mode right now. So let me
Yeah.
say something that maybe cheers you up. Alabama went to Wisconsin and they played like a championship team. Jalen Muro had 5 touchdowns,
You
three
look good.
passing, 2 running. So hopefully that cheered you up because, as you know, in 2 weeks, we got the big game.
Yep. No, I mean it cheered me up at the time. I mean, you're saying it like it's new news. It happened yesterday, and so I'm living with the NFL regret of all Sundays, and just a bad Sunday. I haven't been happy on a Sunday in a very long time, and it's the Lord's Day. I should be happy, like why aren't I happy? And so the Jaguars make it so I can't be happy today. And I don't even want to talk about the team we lost to today, them being the Browns and who their quarterback is. I'm upset. I'm upset, and I think that there should be a state of the union for this Jaguars franchise right now. And like, what are we doing with our team? Is it Press Taylor? Is it Trevor Lawrence? Is it the O line? I mean, the defense has played great for back-to-back weeks. Back-to-back weeks. When you hold a team under 20 points in back-to-back weeks, your team should win. Like the opposing team under 20 points, the offense should put up more than 20 points. That's good in the NFL. And we just couldn't do it. And it's just like, every year it's like expectations, disappointment, expectations, disappointment. And it's it is. I pardon my language, it is. And so
Okay, mommy alert. We're going to manage our language here, and it's just week 2. So let's just, and I don't want to hear the statistics around how many teams have made the playoffs.
Exactly. See, you threw it out there. You know it's not good.
Because I know
You
we've
know
been
it's not
talking
good
about
statistics.
it.
So there we go. No,
Okay.
I mean, again, Alabama great, but right now, I mean, nothing matters if I'd rather have a 2-1 Bama, knowing that, because regardless, Bama can lose 2 games and still make the college football playoffs. And so, like, right now, like, the Jaguars lose 1 more game, we go 0-3, it's looking like a wash season. And I just...
However, the other teams in the AFC, and in their division, they're not doing that well either. So anyway, do we have anything happy like that happen this weekend?
I mean, we can just keep rolling. You know, again, you're not going to see smiley Jordan today. You're going to see upset, irrational Jordan, and you know, I am who I am. You know, cut me, I bleed. You know, like I don't know what else to say. So
all right, okie dokie. All right, well let's kind of dive into. Oh, and I definitely wanted to say this. You know, our producer Tamra, shout out to Tam. You know,
all 5 foot of her. We love her. Love Tam.
You know, one of the things that I talk about a lot, and I've talked about a lot in my career, is the importance of having diverse voices in the room. And so Jordan and I both went to Division I schools. And so Tam went to HBCU. And today when we were talking about, you know, getting ready for this week's recording and next week, she said, you know, we really need to make sure we incorporate some HBCU football into our discussion. So next week, we're going to do a whole section on HBCUs. And what you have to understand is, when you attend an HBCU football game, there's the football game and then there's the halftime show. And they both are equally important. And so we're going to talk a little bit. I'm going to share, I think, like my top 3 like classic football battles that occur in this space. And but shout out to Tam for, you know, putting us
in check.
Keeping us
in check. Yeah, I got my MLK quote staring at me, and it says our lives begin to end the day we become silent about the things that matter. And so I look at that every day, and I we can't forget where we came from. And thank you, Tam, for keeping us, honest. And we appreciate you. Yeah.
Because I wanted to attend an HBCU. I wanted to go to Alabama State, and I wanted to be a Stingette. Stingettes are the dancing girls. And so I think my life could have turned out totally different had I pursued that line in my career. But, as
everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
We can't look back on things that could have happened 70 years ago. It's like, or 80 or 100, or I don't even know, whatever it was. But like,
okay,
we're in a new decade, 70, a new era. Yeah, 80. It's fine. It's 80, 100, 200. I don't know. But look, you look great for your age.
If that's what I'm gonna say, if that's the case, I am a good-looking 100-year-old woman.
No,
so
agreed. Yeah.
There we go. Okie dokie. All right. So Jordan, last week, you declared at the age of 31 that you too were going to enter the transfer portal because you saw all these, 5th and 6th year players. And so
5th, 6th, 7th, 30-year-olds, everyone's playing college football. Everyone and their mom's playing college football. I'm sure you got a year left of eligibility. Yes. The streets are buzzing. The streets are buzzing with my announcement a couple weeks ago of the portal.
Okay.
I'm going to let everyone know I still haven't made my decision. I have not made my decision. I have not. I'm still taking a couple things into consideration. Fit, system, my relationship with the coaches. The uniforms are big. I only look good in certain colors. As you can see, like blue pops with me, really brings out my eyes. I'm not a big like green guy. Teal, we'll see with this season. These stupid Jaguars. Anyway, yeah, and so I would say right now it's TBA, to be announced.
To be announced.
TBD, to be announced. But but I will say by next week I will have made my final decision. I have a couple recruitment visits in some undisclosed locations, and so yeah, again, we're fielding offers. If you have something for me, please, send us an email, listen to the pod, tell me what you can bring to my table, and I'll tell you what I can bring to your table, which we know is vibes, semi-athleticism, versatility. And when I say versatility, I don't mean necessarily on the field. I mean, like, what I can do, like, I can pick up a water bottle, I can throw it to someone, I can, like, I'm a towel guy, I can, like, toss some towels, I can fold them really well. So those are all on the table. That's what I bring. Name another athlete who does all that, or semi-athlete.
So for clarity's sake, you have offers. You are reviewing all your offers.
Offers plural.
Oh wow.
Yes. Okay. So again, it's getting crazy. I never thought I would get this much love. And again, this wasn't a dream. I double checked my email, and I was like, wow, these people are interested. So yeah. Again, when we got 30-some-year-olds in the portal, all you got to do is just say, oh, I wouldn't even be the oldest player in the portal right now. I wouldn't. So that's
okay.
Again,
well, here's the thing. I when you first talked about it on the last episode, I was a little shocked, but apparently you are inspiring a whole movement of people who all of a sudden have decided they too are going to enter the portal. I have a close friend named Jason Cooper, and he sent me a text and said, I'm going to enter the portal too. And Jason, much like you, is a grown man who actually has adult children.
I don't know why we have to say grown man like it's like an old thing. Like I'm just grown-ish.
I'm just saying he too has probably not played football in some time, but you are a trendsetter and you have inspired this whole movement of portal activity. So I think we need to talk about, you all are putting yourselves in the portal, you and Jason. Shout out to Jason again. Are there people, is there someone perhaps this week, or maybe last week, or maybe you're just thinking about it, that really should go ahead and enter the transfer portal?
And so people know what the portal is. It's basically you announce, hey, I'm eligible, I'm going to go in the portal, and that opens myself up to offers from other institutions to play, to attend, to whatever it is. Maybe you just need to change the scenery. Maybe you just need, just a new fresh start. And so I'm going to nominate this week my transfer portal candidate to be Shannon Sharp, Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp. I'm going to do this without trying not to get slapped on my mom. Shannon Sharp went on IG Live accidentally. We've all been there. I don't know if we've all been there with the activity. We've all been there. I don't know if we've all accidentally gone on live doing the activity that he was, but let's just say it's not for Sundays. But as he said, it's the activity of an active, healthy male. So I'll leave it at that. He was doing an activity of an active, healthy male, and it went on live. He didn't know it, and Unc got caught slacking. He got caught slacking, and he immediately went with the first excuse, which was, I'm hacked, which personally I would have went to my grave with. And then he was like, you know what? I'm going to be honest about this. I'm going to go on my show Nightcap and talk about it. And I don't want to say he handled it perfectly, but he might have unportaled himself. I think he was so self-aware about it that he unportaled himself. And so he was a nominee until he wasn't. I just want to give him a shout out for someone within a 12-hour span to go from #1 eligible transfer portal candidate to let him stay, I mean, Unc did it. So Unc beat the allegations. He said, look, I did what I did. And what I did was the activity of an active, healthy male. And so,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I think he inspired a lot of active, healthy males across the
Okay.
world that day.
Okay.
So
All right.
that's, I mean, it's my, like,
Okay.
that's all I'm saying. So, yeah.
Thank you, Jordan.
Yeah.
So we put Shannon Sharp in the portal, but we have now said,
Took
you
him
know
out. Yeah.
what? Take
But I
him
still
out.
feel like
You
I needed to speak and give him, show him love. Because again,
okay?
inspiration to all, no matter what you do, you can beat this cancel culture, this like go away. No, he was like, I did what I did, and I am who I am.
Okay. All
So,
right. So Shannon Sharp,
yeah,
we put you in the portal, but Jordan is saying, we're opening the door and you can go back to your regular life. No need to
we're
hide out.
allies to your cause. We're allies to your cause. So
Okay, your cause of maybe not being as technically savvy around social media.
we've all been there. We've all been there.
Okay. So, hey, if you got a nominee for somebody that should go into the transfer portal, or maybe somebody who has been put in a portal and we need to release them, just let us know and we'll talk it out in our very nonsensical way. Okay, so are we ready for
How did
our?
I do, Mom? Did I do a good job at not? I was pretty like I danced around it.
Yeah, I think we should stop right now though, because I feel like you're gonna keep talking and you're gonna cross that line. And
You're right.
So
Fair. Fair.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's
that's
fair.
it's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So rapid fire. Rapid fire. We will go back and forth. We'll say a player name. We'll say a team's name, and the person gets to. They just get one word. They just get one
Okay.
word to describe. Okay. So, do you want to start?
Well, you can start. It's fine. No, you can
Yeah,
start.
I think
You
I
can
just kind of.
yeah.
I actually kind of have a mix of stuff. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. But I am going to start with
Okay.
a NFL player, Dak Prescott. One word.
Mid.
Ooh.
Mid. I'm gonna go with Arch Manning.
Family.
Okay. Kind of corny, but all right.
Georgia Bulldogs.
Ooh, okay. I'm hearing this for the first time. Relatable.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna go with Mom's probably favorite quarterback right now, Jalen Milroe.
Winner. Tua.
Sit, please.
That was two. That was two words.
Yep, I had to emphasize that. My last one is Dylan Raiola.
Scorer. Offense.
Do you know who that? Do you know who that is, Mom?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Nebraska.
All right, interesting.
Nebraska quarterback.
Yeah.
All offense. So maybe offense.
Or
Points.
just Mahomes, maybe, because he does that thing where he pretends to be Mahomes every pregame.
I'll
It's
just
kinda
say
bizarre.
points. I'll just say points.
Okay. All right. So you guys let us know how you like that. I don't know how I felt about it. It was a lot of silence. And for me, I love to yap. So we had to restrict ourselves to one word, which you have no idea for us is like, and now I got to get out extra words just to fill the void of not talking a second ago. That was just hard for me. So, all right, Mom, let's wrap up the show and do our famous good, bad, and because I know what I'm saying. Yeah. So why don't you go with your good?
Okay. All right. So my good is not this week, but last week, Northern Illinois upset Notre Dame in a primetime game. And I like the underdog. When you go into those games, you go into those stadiums, with all their resources, and I mean, you want to win, but the chances of you winning are traditionally low. And I love that they won. It's not like I dislike Notre Dame at all, but I like an underdog story. And so Yeah, that made me smile. I thought that was a good that they won, and now they're ranked in the top 25.
We love that. You know
Okay,
who's not ranked in the top 25,
okay. Is
which
this
is
your
oddly my
good?
good, is Florida State.
That's your
They're my
good.
good. They're my good because it's good that there's another Florida team who hasn't won a game yet. And I'm looking at you, Jacksonville, because of all the teams, of all the major college teams, the major pro teams, everyone's won a game but Jacksonville. And thank goodness for them, Florida State. They've been so bad that they have maybe taken the heat off just a tad, but not really, of my future Jacksonville Jaguars, who again are 0-2 and a disgusting 0-2.
Okay,
Because two
so
games we should have won. Yeah.
okay, so he actually is making the good something about him being upset with the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I mean, he's spinning.
Yeah.
He's spinning.
It's a pattern.
He's
Spoiler
spinning.
alert, it's a pattern. It's a pattern. Yeah.
I can feel that it's going to be a pattern. Okay, so my bad. My boy Bryce Young.
It is not.
Let me finish. I love Bryce Young. He was a magician at Alabama. And I really hate what is happening to him at Carolina. And I'm not giving up on Bryce. I will not give up on Bryce because he's just too talented. But I do think he would benefit from a change of scenery. And I don't know what that looks like. You know, I don't know if that looks like, okay, you come in and you are the backup quarterback for a time. I don't know. I mean, when you're a Heisman winner, you're the first player drafted. But my heart literally hurts for him because I do think he's just so incredibly talented. That's my bad. What is your bad, Jordan?
And I just want to echo that. The Chargers were playing the Panthers today, so we had the game on here locally. So I really got to watch it, and you can just see the life kind of being sucked out of him. And yes, he makes some bad throws, and he misses stuff he would have made. But there's also plays where he's just fighting for his life and running away, and it is really sad because it somehow looks worse than last year. And that's tough, especially when the guy who was drafted after you, CJ Stroud, is, winning playoff games and all that. So, yeah. Not to be an ultimate bummer, but my bad and my is the Jaguars and us being 0-2 and this team just underperforming. Every year there is some type of expectations. It's like something in that building is like, we have expectations. Oh, let's just be mid and garbage again.
Okay.
So,
Jordan,
0-2 is.
But Jordan, let me stop you for 1 minute. Okay. You can be frustrated, but you cannot lose hope for your team. Come on now. I'm
not losing hope. I'm not losing hope. It just bothers me that we can just never, not even exceed expectations, just meet them. Go up to expectation, shake their hand, be like, nice to meet you, expectation. I'm Jacksonville Jaguars. Nice to meet you. I'm Jordan King, or I'm expectations. Can we be friends? And just it's a handshake. Why can't we do that? We can't. I guess so. We go up to expectations and we look down. We're awkward. We're not making eye contact, and then we run away. And then in a world that I'd love to live in, maybe one day we go up to expectations, we push them down, and we say we want more, we want higher. And that's exceeding. But we can't do any of that. We don't meet them. We don't eye contact with them. We just run away.
Okay.
All right, I'm done.
That was that rant was brought to you by Jordan King and his disappointment with the Jacksonville Jaguars. But I'm the optimistic person. I'm the we can win, you can do anything. That's why I'm encouraging you to continue with your quest of being
maybe
picked
the
up out of
Jaguars
the
could
portal.
use me. Maybe they could use me. I'm not lying. At this point, I'm ready to. I'll play quarterback. Yeah.
Okay. Put you in, coach. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. So we're gonna. I guarantee you, when we come back, our next episode, we're gonna be. I'm still very much a Jag supporter, and Jordan is too. He's just
I am.
frustrated today.
No one said I wasn't a Jag supporter. I can just voice my frustration. I would never give up or quit on my team. This was therapeutic for me, you know? You're catching me fresh off an L. Anyone who's fresh off an L knows the frustration. It's fresh. It is farm fresh, farm to table. I just went from fresh farm L to table of the podcast, farm to fresh.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the kind of
okay.
content we're giving you. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Farm to table.
All right, Jordan. Table. But you admit, I take an L very differently. I take an L.
Yeah. She takes L's like, if you know what, we tried really hard, and it was a great game, and the other team just played really well, and it's like.
I don't know that voice.
It's going to be okay. You know what? Let's go and shake their hand and say, good job. And then just like walk away and not be upset, which is, teach their own. Couldn't be me, but, you know.
Couldn't be you.
I'm just a little too fiery, I guess.
Okay. All right. So, okay. And then so my is, and I need you all to just let me talk through this. Lee Corso. I love Lee Corso on ESPN Game Day. I don't know if he's staying on because he just really wants to be there. And if that's the case, then, I want to be supportive of that. But if he's staying on because of some other reason, then I'm not supportive of that. It's sometimes very difficult watching him have difficult moments. And it's difficult because I think it's difficult for him, right? So if it was just a function of, okay, let's let Lee be Lee. But I think it bothers him that he struggles. So that's why it's like, if this is purely Lee, like I want to be on there, I'm okay with the fact that I have some challenges, then I'm good. But if there's any other reason for him continuing to be there, then I've got a problem with that. So that's my I know.
I mean,
it got real serious.
Yeah, I can't. If I make any jokes, and Mom's gonna get really mad at me.
No, you will not make a joke.
And there's no jokes. I have to make. It is very sad. I agree with you. It is. Yeah, it is. I love Lee Corso, and that's my childhood was watching College Game Day with my mom, and having that connection, and him always making his picks, and it's definitely. We want the best for Lee, and we hope that he makes whatever decision he makes. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate you giving him. I think all we can do is support and show love to our boy Lee, and whenever he's ready,
he wants to do whatever he wants to do. Exactly. So don't make it about you, Mom. It's not about you. So and that's what I said, Jordan.
Don't make it about you. So just be better.
Okay,
be more of an ally.
Okay, J. King,
right,
where's your aunt? Do you have an aunt, or are you not aunt?
My aunt is the whole Jacksonville Jaguars. My aunt is
God.
Yeah, well, you asked, so I told you. My aunt is Press Taylor. My aunt is Doug. I don't understand. No, I'm not going to do it. Doug Peterson is he a good coach? Like, I don't even know. Like, is he? I can't. I'm having a hard time understanding what we're doing with this franchise. Maybe we're better off in London. I don't know.
Okay. All right. You know what? Right. Here's what we've learned today. We have learned that we will never record a podcast after.
We will always report a podcast after an L, Maybe this was everyone's favorite episode. Who knows? We'll see. The numbers don't lie. So, like Mom said, listen regardless, rate, review, subscribe. Hopefully next time we're on, or the next couple weeks, we will have our first guest. We love doing this pod. We took a little week break just to, let the football marinate in us. Sometimes it marinates too long and it festers, and then the flavor's off, and that's me with my Jaguars, and that's okay. Sometimes it marinates perfectly, and it's bright and shiny like Mom. So that is it. Another episode of Mom Knows Ball. This is Mom.
I know ball.
She knows ball. All right.
Thank
See y'all
you.
later.
Bye.